Hello out there to you. In this video, I'm going to use Google Sheets to take this total cost function and find out how many units this firm should produce if they want to maximize profit. Now, in this problem, we're told not to use calculus. That's usually how we would do it. We would just take the partial derivative of this and then set that equal to 600, but we're told we're going to use tables here. Okay, so we want to calculate cost, revenue, and profit to find how many products to produce. So I'm going to actually do this on line 3. I'll show you a reason in a second. Actually, let's put that up here. We're going to put the price of the product right up here, and price of the product is 600. Okay. So I want output for the first thing, and we'll say output is Q. If you wanted to, it's all up to you. You could put you could just write quantity, you could just write Q, whatever you need. Next, I'm going to do total cost. And total cost you could also abbreviate as TC. Then total revenue or just revenue. Okay, and then we'll write that as TR. Then I want profit, which is the difference between total revenue and total cost. And then because we're doing economics, I want to do marginal revenue and marginal cost, okay, which would be MR and MC. So you might you see a connection with other problems. Okay, actually let's put this right here. So output, I'm going to put 0, 1. We don't know how many units we're going to need, so I'll do that down to 5. Okay, I'm going to start with 1 here, and so I'm going to write a function. I'm going to hit the equal sign on my spreadsheet here, hit equals, and then I'm going to start using this function. So the first part of it, and I want to put it all in parentheses. So it's this A5, whatever's in A5, which is the quantity, and then I want to raise that to the third power. So the way you do that is you put the little caret sign. It's telling the spreadsheet to put it into, to raise that up to the third power. Then I'm going to put it in parentheses so that it keeps that alone. That's that part right there. And by the way, if you wanted to do this on Microsoft Excel or another spreadsheet program, you totally can. They're all going to work the same way. I just happen to be in Google Sheets for this one. Next thing I'm going to do, another parentheses for whatever is in this column here. So I want to go 40 and then times this raised up to this time the second power. I'll put that in parentheses. And then the next part is 820. Again, we'll put it in parentheses, 820 times that quantity, and then plus 1900. 1900 is the fixed cost of this function, and then we just hit enter, and it gives us that. Now, Google Sheets is going to want to autofill that formula all the way in. You can go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that's the total cost of producing 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units. Now, I didn't do 0, so let's go backwards to 0. So I grabbed it, and I sent it backwards. Now, that makes sense, because if you put a 0, 0, 0, that's how we know we did this right. Okay, now, total revenue, we're going to write a function that looks like this. It's equal sign the quantity times whatever is in there. But I want that to stay the same. So I hit the F4 key on my keyboard and it put dollar signs in there. So it's going to keep it whatever that is. Okay. Hit enter there and it calculated that. 0 times 600 is 0. And then you can see it's rising by that. We'll go ahead and let it autofill there. Okay. Now for profit, it is, it's pretty smart. It knows what I'm doing already. So I'm going to take this total revenue minus total cost. And we're losing money so far there. Okay. Marginal revenue. Well, let's not mess with that first. So let's just solve the problem here. Okay, so we need to produce more. Now, if you look, the profit is rising, and then it starts to fall. So after the 5th unit, it's starting to fall. So let's highlight all of this. Let's go down to, let's go to 35. It's cell 35, but quantity 31. Then I'm going to go, just going to go here, and all you have to do is double click that, and it copied it all the way down. Okay, you can see it's the same function there, and I'm just double clicking on on the little plus sign right there. And it does that too. And then do that right here and see if we start making a profit. We do so we break even about the 14th, after the 14th unit. 13th unit is the last one where we're losing money. Then we start to make money. And then if we go all the way to 31, we've produced too much and we start to lose money again. So the answer here is the highest profit. So it's going to be that one, and I'm going to color that. We'll color it yellow. We like yellow. And then the answer to this question is 24. Okay. That isn't really how we would do this. You certainly can, but that takes a while. So we don't have anything here or here. Marginal revenue. Marginal means additional. So let's take the, what we're going to do is we're going to take, marginal revenue is always going to be 600, but I'll write a formula for it anyway. It's whatever's in this column minus this column, and we'll put that in parentheses because we're also dividing that by the difference between here and here. So we'll do another parentheses here, this minus this parentheses, which is just one. In this problem, it's just one. But if you had like 100 units or 200 units, something like that, so it's going to be the same all the way down because this is perfectly competitive, and it's calling it a competitive firm, but whatever. Okay. Next, I'm going to, I guess, cheat. I'm going to copy this formula right here. Okay, but then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to say, that's not the part of the function that I want. So I want to move over. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to move it over. Oh, I guess I'm not going to do it that way. So instead of B, I want those to be A. So say A. And all I'm doing is changing I hit the A key. And so now it's the difference between those two. And then I don't want profit, I want total cost. So that'll be, change that to a B. You could rewrite the whole thing if you wanted to. And that's our marginal cost, and it copied that all the way down. So the reason we did that is because the profit maximizing rule says that the quantity where MR equals MC, or the last unit where MR is higher than MC, is the profit maximizing unit. So we're going to go all the way down here, and it's right here. Okay, same answer. So you could have calculated that. You'd have also gotten 24. So that's right about equal there. Okay, and that's how to solve a perfectly competitive problem, profit maximization, without calculus in Google Sheets.